Hi everyone, welcome back to lesson 4. If you haven't completed lesson 1, 2, and 3, go ahead and do that because this is a process and you don't want to just jump in and skip ahead. We're trying to lay the groundwork for sewing. So you need to start from the very beginning. If you're brand new to the world of sewing, if not, and you know how to thread your needle, how to make stitch in the fabric, how to knot your thread, then you can skip ahead. All right, so today we're going to be talking about really the different type of stitches. There's 8 basic stitches that we're gonna do, but in sequence, so that as not to confuse you, especially the very beginners. So we're gonna do them one at a time per video. All right. For this class, you're gonna need a needle, a sewing needle. You're gonna need thread and scrap material. You don't have to go out and purchase fabric for these. You can just use any old scrap material that you can find to work with. All right, so in this pre-beginner sewing lesson, you will actually practice the 8 basic stitches using your needle and thread on scrap materials. These 8 hand stitch types are the most common and basic sewing stitches there are. Some you will use more often, of course, than others. However, they are very important and a part of building that solid foundation that I've been talking about. Now, you will find each of these stitches in separate videos like I tell you about. The first one is going to be the running basic stitch. You're going to have the running base stitch is number 1. Number 2 is going to be running stitch. Actually, that's the one we're going to start with because it's the simplest one to do. We're going to then move on to the catch stitch, the blanket stitch, whip stitch, slip and ladder stitch, back stitch, and the handover stitch. Once you master these stitches, I'm telling you that you're on your way. They're very important. You're on your way. Running stitch is what we're going to be doing today. And the running stitch is, guys, I'm telling you, one of the most basic types of hand stitches. And it has many variations. It's used for gathering, mending, and tucking. Depending on its use, you can either knot your thread or you can just take a couple of back stitches to lock it in place, right? It in its longer form, it becomes a basing stitch, and I'll show you that as well in the next video, which you will find in a couple of days. I'll put that in. Now let's begin. Bring your needle through the fabric from the back, the wrong side, and once the knot hits the fabric like so, make a stitch to the left or right, or just go straight ahead and bring the thread back up and repeat. Now you can grab a few stitches like that, right, and pull your thread through. You don't want to gather, but you want to hold it taut so it's nice and flat. All right, bring the thread back up again like that and repeat. Just continue sewing. You can just fill up your fabric. Just keep going, keep going. Now your hand is getting acclimated to the needle and the fabric. In, go down and up, poke the needle in, bring that up, go through, and just practice until you get it. All right, before you move on to the next video, you want to get this stitch down pack. Now there's a video that's going to be coming out that I want you, it's a must see video for everyone. It's sewing terms and phrases. Just as learning goes with all new skills, sewing is no exception. You're going to be faced, guys, with lots of sewing terms, and you do need to be prepared. Please take a look at this video titled Sewing Terms and Phrases. You will learn some of the most popular sewing words and phrases. Understanding sewing terminology is an eye-opener and will give you a great start in the world of sewing, guys, making it easier for you as you progress. So don't skip this video either. It has everything that you're going to need to know for now, and as you go along, you just learn everything you can. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.